How are my lovelies? We are going to take a look at September 2020. And although the world is going a little crazy out there and is continuing to morph into something a little bit more interesting every single day, I did realize that the energies of August did play out a little, a lot like the way I thought they would. Things have sped up quite a bit. And I've noticed the trend here tends to be either everybody on one half is kind of just floating on cloud nine and enjoying life. Things are going really well. On the other half, you guys are like cleaning out house, you know, trying to eliminate what you don't need or who you don't need, and picking up you're picking up, depending on your situation, either picking up where you left off, picking up your heart on some occasions, just trying to kind of get back on top of the horse and get to the next destination. So a little bit harder for some of you, and for others of you, it's going in an absolutely amazing energy where things are just going better than you might have even expected. So depending on your situation kind of determines where you're at. But what we're going to look at for this particular reading is where, what challenges you are facing at this particular moment as we enter into September. I want to see what that challenge looks like. If there's anything that you need to know that's just real about the situation, that you're just, it's just this pressing question on the validity of the situation. Is this real? I'm going to tell you what about it is wrong, where you might need more information, and overall just kind of where this is going and what you can do about it, okay? So that's where September's looking here. I feel that things are, even though despite what's going on in the world, things are picking up and placing us in a position where we can really start to manifest our goals right now. I think that everything's really starting to concentrate on fine-tuning what we want, where we want things. So let's take a look for you how things are going as far as your particular situation, all right, Gemini, so let's see how September is looking for you. The overall energy is kind of telling me that, right now you might be feeling like some things are kind of recycling back around, or some things are kind of coming back to haunt you, or you've got some interesting, developments that have happened between August and September. And, what I'm seeing is dealing with the situation is going to be in your best interest, as opposed to kind of prolonging any, addressing. If you need to assess it, assess it. If you need to just take a lesson from it, from whatever this is about, sometimes that's all it is. But if you need to address it, do it. I wouldn't prolong it. It's just going to prolong discomfort. If you can address it, I think it'll speed up the process of whatever it is you were supposed to take from that. So that could be a separation from a job, from somebody, from an idea, from whatever it could be. And just a shift. And I feel like it's kind of, I feel like it's a little heavy. So for some of you, that could be a little bit easier said than done, to just kind of pick up and, keep moving forward. That's not always easy. But let's take a look and see kind of what the most challenging piece is that you can be aware of, or that's just kind of hounding you at the moment, okay? All right, the Hangman. So you're kind of stuck up on an idea or a situation that you can't find, meaning to. It's possible that you have sacrificed something or surrendered something that was uncomfortable, and you did that for kind of the greater good, or you did it, with a better idea, a bigger idea in mind maybe, but you're not 100% on the idea. You think you have, you have hope, you want to have hope for the future. You want to be able to look at the situation and say, there's more to this than I can see, but there is a troublesome attachment to needing to let go of some things first. You could just be dealing with emotions that you've dealt with in the past, and that you're feeling that you're kind of stuck in that situation, you can't get your way out of it, and that you're really not sure where things are headed right now. So you're trying to just piece some stuff together, get some direction, and move forward here. You really just want to release that anxiety and be able to just kind of move forward, and not have to worry about this type of emotion, I guess, at this point. You're trying to avoid the anxiety, I think, and the feeling of that, disappointment or whatever. This is where the challenge came in. That's the energy I was feeling before, that it's going to be easier for you to just analyze, assess it, get some meaning from it, and then move forward. Okay, that's going to be the best thing for you. What's real about the situation? Ace of Swords. So there was a lot of progress, a lot of truth, a lot of things that I think have occurred in the last, so long, maybe a few months, even in the last just 1 month, that has opened your eyes to a lot of things, right? And it's something that you didn't quite see, like you didn't see it going quite that way, but that's just the way that it went, and you're trying to find an understanding to it. But what's real about it is that you are meant to find an understanding here. Maybe there's a growth that needs to take place, or someone else grew from the interactions with you. But there is a successful outcome here, and it came through this experience. Okay. All right. What's wrong about the situation, or what are you feeling So you're trying to release the weight of it. You're trying to take this lesson and just kind of move on, but it's almost like you're just trying to skip through it, and then go forward. But there is some emotion there that needs to just kind of be felt and experienced, and that emotion helps you heal, and it helps you to gain strength from it and keep moving forward. But if you avoid it, or just act like it didn't happen, or like it's not a big deal, or that doesn't bother me, or whatever, then the cycle continues. And what's wrong is that you don't want to deal with that again, but you're not really wanting to deal with it now either. So for every moment that you spend just kind of processing what happened, processing what you're going through, processing your inner emotions as they take place. And this is for those of you that have like this moment that happened, that everything kind of came back and is re-looking you in the face, who has some shit going on. If you don't have anything going on, then it might not resonate for you. So, but this is for those who kind of have this repetitive cycle that keep coming around, and you keep wondering, why is this still taking place? What am I supposed to gain from this? What's the meaning of it? That's what those people. This is for those people. All right, so where do you need more information here? That this will turn around, and the moment that you can just learn something from it, take skill from this. If you need to try to identify what you don't want to repeat in the future, maybe that's as simple as it is. I mean, I say it's simple, it might be harder than it sounds, but if that's all you need to do is just find that, identify it, and then make an effort not to repeat that, then that's a good starting point. Nobody said this is rocket science. You don't have to make this complicated. Just, make it reasonable. Make it reasonable. All right. What you can do here: 3 of Wands and 7 of Swords. So be honest with the truth. Be honest with yourself. Be honest about if there were manipulative situations or things that could have been better, or that could have been done differently. Just own it, acknowledge it, validate it, and move forward. Okay, and that's what's going to progress you and propel you forward and out of this kind of funk that you might be feeling. Okay, for those of you who are. Anything else that you can do? Knight of Swords. So speaking your truth. Okay, speak your truth, and you can stand your ground, but do it in a very diplomatic, solution-oriented thing. You guys are very witty. You can be kind of sharp a little bit with your words, depending on how you are coming how you're coming at somebody. But I can see there's a way to do that without throwing the whip out there. So just maybe discern a little bit before you start that particular type of banter, because some people might misunderstand what you are going through, and therefore might misunderstand your approach. Okay, that's a message for somebody. So If you have any questions or you want to look at your personal situation, all the information on how to book a reading is down below. Everything's still 50% off, so feel free to reach out. Hope you guys are having a fantastic month. And I am having my free reading giveaway again, so comment giveaway down below if you want to get into that. Much love, you guys, and have a great month.